Good evening, Sammy here for our tarot astrology reading, and I am so happy to be here with you tonight. I'm really sorry I missed our session on Saturday. I took a few flights and was planning to do one, but ended up just falling asleep. So I hope you had a wonderful day though and a great weekend, and I'm so happy we're back here today. It's a beautiful day. Lots of really nice things happening in the sky right now today, Monday night, the rest of the night, and tomorrow. Hello, welcome. So yeah, right now there's a lot of beautiful harmony happening in the sky, and all day tomorrow it's going to be a pretty lucky and harmonious day, and I'll get more into why, but first why don't we start with some deep breaths and some sound. So find a nice comfortable position and we can take 3 deep breaths together. It's like a shower from within and without at the same time. Sound feels so good. Well, oh, and by the way, part of the reason I wasn't here on Saturday, I was gathering some things that were in another state, and they're being mailed here now, and that includes 2 sound bowls, a recorder, and some symbols. So we're gonna have a lot more sounds that we get to play with starting next week, and that should be a whole lot of fun. Now about the sky. So today is really beautiful and special because we have a trine happening with the sun and moon. And we've talked a lot about trines on here, and trine is when 2 planets or 2 planetary bodies are 120 degrees from each other, so that if there were 3 in a trine, you would make 1 big triangle on the map of the sky. And so the sun and the moon, which are really 2 of the most important planets in terms of affecting how we're feeling and who we are at any given moment, they're at the most harmonious angle, and the sun is newly in Sagittarius. Welcome to Sagittarius season, everybody. Sagittarius season is really one of my favorite seasons. As a Gemini, it's on the axis, and so Sagittarius season is all about communication and travel and great big horizons and fiery passion and exploration and change and shooting straight and direction and vision, clarity, all of that. So I really enjoy this time of year, and I think it brings with it, especially after Scorpio season, which can be very emotional and very deep and dealing with a lot of unconscious. Sagittarius season is really about just like being in our bodies, feeling our hearts, and just leaping forward, and with joyfulness and with like this bounciness, with a sense of flight and galloping. And even though it's a fire sign, it's a very airy fire sign. So I think it's a great place for the sun to be. And now the moon is in Pisces, but shifting into Aries tomorrow morning at about 10:15 Eastern time. The moon goes into Aries, so we have an Aries moon, which means it's going to be a fiery, passionate, day tomorrow and next couple of days, Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday. There's just going to be a lot of energy for excitement, for exploration, courageousness, boldness, putting yourself out there, having fun, trying things, all of that. And the moon and sun being in a trine is made extra special because if a trine is 120 degrees, half of that is 60 degrees, and that is called a sextile. It's half of a trine. And in between the sun and the moon right now, halfway between the sun in Sagittarius and the moon where it is towards the end of Pisces and the beginning of Aries, halfway in between that is Capricorn. So it makes a nice little triangle, and we have Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto there. So we have a trine between the sun and Sagittarius and the moon at the cusp of Pisces and Aries, which by the way is astrological midnight. Pisces is 12 o'clock, Aries is 1 o'clock. So it's like a whole new fresh start for the moon, for our emotions getting a fresh start. The sun in this fiery place, and halfway in between them in Capricorn, which is all about not giving up and determination and having goals and stopping at nothing, and nothing can sway us, nothing can make us fall. We have incredible balance. If you think about Capricorn is the sea goat, so the sea goat is able to dive deep and it can breathe in very deep waters, and it can climb the highest mountain and be on very narrow edges and never fall. So that's what we have right in between the sun and the moon in their trine. We have Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto in Capricorn, all of those in a very harmonious angle with each other. And that is tonight, Monday night, and going into Tuesday morning, and then through Tuesday. So there's very little square or opposition happening in the sky, which is those things that could maybe cause tension or any sort of obstacle. The only opposition happening is between Venus in Scorpio and Uranus in Taurus, which is about being an individual and being sort of like outside the box, and then Venus is about love and romance. So the only potential thing that could have any tension is the balance between prioritizing love and romance and then being sort of like this eclectic weirdo. But it could also make those two, because those two are opposite, it could be a potential for moving forward into new levels of love by learning how to take yourself and however you might be weird or strange, and letting those parts of yourself be tempered by love. So if any tension does come up, what the planets would tell us is just to remember to tune in with your heart, look for ways to love, and then remember that trine between the sun and the moon. It should be pretty effortless, though. There's really not much reason for there to be any tension or struggle tomorrow because of the trines and the sextiles. So just enjoy, ride that wave, and allow yourself to feel the excitement of the sun in Sagittarius and the moon in Aries. It's a fun time and an exciting time, and a time to try things and to take action and to enjoy riding that energy. Now let's pull a few cards. From our amazing Modern Witch tarot deck here. Okay, that's just the shuffle if you would like. Here we go. Gonna shuffle now. Take a few breaths. card. We've got the King of Pentacles. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen, we have the King of Pentacles here. And what we just were talking about was how the sun and the moon are in a trine, and halfway in between them is we have Capricorn with 3 planets, and that is very much like here we have the King of Pentacles, master of the element of earth, master of abundance, someone who is very at ease with an abundance of material wealth, with there's like ripe fruits blooming, flowers. It's about comfort, stability, security, and lush life. So you've got this. You've got that poise and that power and that ability to enjoy the element of earth, and there's a lot of plenty. It's a plentiful earth. And tomorrow we should really be able to access that. The second card, the Tower. Which speaks of when things tumble down, and if there's something that has fallen apart or is breaking down, that is painful, but it's part of the process. Things in life are so fleeting. Life is really precious. One thing I like about this card is it is a reminder that change is inevitable. Things do shift, and part of life is just moving forward and rebuilding and being grateful for what we still have and what we can create. And to remember the bigger picture. And the third card is the Ace of Wands. Yes! Oh, isn't this card beautiful? We have a hand holding a wand that's emerging from a cloud. So kind of like out of nowhere comes this magic wand, and the wand is the suit of fire. And we are still in the first week of Sagittarius season, and tomorrow the moon is in Aries. So there is a lot of this, it's flying. A lot of this fire energy and this creative energy, and it's basically unlimited potential. It is divinely given. It just arrives, and it gives you the power to create whatever you can imagine. And that is where we are right now, this season with Sagittarius and with the moon in Aries. So if we look at 3 cards together tonight, we have plenty, we have abundance. There's so much to be grateful for. We have an earth to be sitting and standing upon that grows delicious fruits and vegetables and beautiful plants, and there's a sun to warm us, and something solid to stand on, and we have that. And then, yes, things sometimes don't go exactly as we might have planned, but that is part of the journey, and it's natural, and we can rebuild. And now is the perfect time to rebuild, because we have this magic wand, all of this fire energy at our fingertips that just appeared for us. The sun is in Sagittarius. Tomorrow morning the moon will be in Aries. They will be in a trine and a harmonious angle together, which means we can be very creative, and we can create far more than we've lost, and we can be very comfortable and enjoy all that the earth has to share with us. And there we have it. Thank you so much for being here tonight, guys. Let's play the bowl and take a deep breath together. Om Shanti, enjoy, be well, and take it easy. Have a beautiful night. See you tomorrow.